Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my stream. This is going to be a test stream, and as such, I am going to go ahead and record a already played game. This is our team. I was playing support with Lily, and following the bot lane with Sergeant Hammer.
Battle commencing in 10 seconds.
I'm just going to go ahead and
5, 4, 3, 2,
through a bit.
1. Fight well, heroes.
I think that's enough. As you can see, we were wrestling for control a bit right at the beginning. Little early game violence, always good. Poking the enemy team. As you can see, we came out on top. And we are taking full advantage of the fact that we have a range pusher, trying to get a little bit of early game pressure on them. And as soon as Sergeant Hammer is able to position himself, he is going to go ahead and go straight for that bottom tower. You can see himself starting to trench himself in. The other lanes are doing fairly well, even distribution of enemies, and things will start to spice up any second when the shrines are going to get active. As you can see, we're taking full advantage, going completely uncontested on the bottom lane. And I was going to go ahead and make a push for control of the first shrine. Sadly, they still have control of the top shrine. With a support there, is going to be fairly difficult for my teammates. As you can see, Sonya is already retreating very low. Almost had her. Which leaves Illidan still skulking around the lane. Sadly, not much chance due to Sergeant Hammer's overwhelming lane control as far as range goes. And Illidan decides to go ahead and jump us and face for it dearly. As you can see, we're still going at that door. Top shrine control is nowhere to be seen. My teammates are arguing in Romanian that there's literally nothing they can do versus that Uther support. He is simply too much control there. Sonya is trying to push our lane, obviously having a lot less success than our Sergeant Hammer. And there I go, trying to keep Illidan alive as much as possible. And Illidan actually manages to score a double kill. But sadly, and he's getting a triple kill there as well. Completely forgot how that played out. Meantime, it seems our top lane finally managed to push through. We got control, and now Illidan is making a run for the actual dragon. It's going completely uncontested, and there's the dragon. Dragon is completely obliterating everything. Sadly, he wasn't able to kick Vala out. Or right back to down lane, trying to get that last pesky tower out of the way so we can go ahead and move further in. Top lane is still doing good. Haven't managed to get much pushing except for one tower. Mid lane is definitely on the defensive. You can see them trying to desperately push that dragon and push all of them back. 4 heroes mid. This is right about the point where we'd probably go help them, but we're doing such a good job pushing bot that we decided to forfeit mid for the time being. It's me trying to gently poke and bait Sonya, and there she goes. completely bad play from Sonya. Instead of going straight for me, she was focusing on the creeps. Managed to get an Illidan kill since Illidan was out of my heal range. But then Sonya plays for it herself. As you can see, Sergeant Hammer is simply punishing that core right there. Managed to trench himself in with the mines, just hoping Illidan's brave or stupid enough to actually make a run for it towards us. Oh, Uther is making a run for it. This is a very difficult situation of whether to stay and try to overheal Uther's heals on Illidan versus Hammer's damage on him. But we see our teammates are here. Trying to make a jump for it. ETC comes in there with a stun, sadly misses. Now he's paying for it dearly. Sergeant Hammer deploys straight in range of that. Barely, might I add. And we managed to get down, advance further. Meantime, Sonya keeps pushing solo top. And Illidan is just skulking around mid.
Dragon shall rest.
Dragon Shrines are actually being active here. We should probably back up, try to get them. Not before we get that last pesky tower out. Since Sergeant Hammer's in position, might as well carry it all the way. And there we go. So right about the time I think we moved back in order to take that tower. We see Uther and Vala making a run for it, securing bot, but we have top very fairly and firmly in our grasp. We see ETC just bringing the pain towards the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor has absolutely no solution versus that very tanky ETC. There we go, Siege Tank is deployed, they're going for it, I pop my ulti. They simply can't take that much healing and damage. As you can see, as far as healing goes, Uther does overheal me. However, when it comes to single target, he just doesn't have the mana power to keep up with me. As you can see, Uther's running away, low points, low mana, Vala the same, whilst I still have a very comfortable half mana. And Vala making a very, very brave leap, but sadly not enough to simply deal with that massive damage from Sergeant Hammer. Dragon's still going at it mid. He's being contested by 2 DPS and a healer. Managed to push in through the first towers. Now it's just too much for him to kill. Then should probably get away from there. No support. He's making valiant stride, but with absolutely no heals except, well, the small amount of healing actually coming from ETC. There's literally nothing we can do. ETC is trying to run for the chase, but he then decides to give up. There's simply too much of the enemy team. In the meantime, bot lane is still being pushed all the way. They're trying to gank us, trying to make something brave. Illidan's still waiting on his hit points. There's no way he can dare to come at us with that amount of hit points. Starting everyone's retreat back. Vala's going for the siege camp minions. There we go, siege tank deploying again. I'm up there to support him. Mines are a little bit too close to the lane. Creeps are going to trigger that, mind you, right about now. And there we go, there's the mines. Little cloud serpent trying desperately. And we see them going straight mid.
Soon the shrines shall awaken.
There we go, siege tank deploying, doing massive turret damage there, whilst our team are trying to keep the enemy team busy. That's retreating, he won't make it. But at least Uther's gonna be paying for it, and probably so will the Witch Doctor. Uther's Ghost trying to desperately defend his ally there, stunning ETC, making him unable to follow. In the meantime, bot is still being pushed. We got their core, pushing core. No one's defending except for Vala. The enemy team is split between trying to defend top lane and spawning Illidan's. Illidan's making a very desperate hunt play there, and he barely makes it out alive. But it's time to get back. There's 2 DPSs and a very heavy tankish. Very tankish. They're coming straight for us. I sadly died due to the fact that there was no way I could get out. At least Sergeant Hammer might be able to make it out. There's the stun from Uther, the ulti, and he makes it just barely. So then EDC come to the rescue and Siege Tank deploys. EDC pushes them straight into tower and Siege Tank range. See the Siege Tank slowly creeping up on them, them pushing, EDC stun, there's literally no way they can get out. So Witch Doctor trying to take back the top shrine in the hope that we won't be able to get Dragon. We lose control of top. Bot still is going uncontested and their Uther is down for the count. In the meantime, I'm up, heading straight for bot lane. Sergeant Hammer is alone with just ETC there to protect him. ETC steps in. And Vala ultis on creeps for no reason. She's obviously very desperate, trying to get down those catapults. And now Vala's dead, but sadly so is Sergeant Hammer. There's simply just too many of them there.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
ETC is backing up, and Dragon's mid now. It was pointless to push down, they were already down. They were waiting for me, they're gonna be defending heavily mid. Trying to get as much possible here happening so that I won't be able to push further in. And Dragon Warrior's dead, but not before taking Uther and Illidan with him. We see their team only defended by 2. Now Vala coming in with a very powerful ulti, but gets slammed by Illidan, who then pursues. Will that slow be enough? No, it won't be enough to save her, but Illidan pays for it as well. We're in a very good position here. We're pushing 3 versus 2, and we have a support. They don't. ETC going in there. While Rainer's desperately trying to get in as much damage as possible. ETC is taking damage, but he simply does not care. The support, the heal is just too much. And oh, there comes Sergeant Hammer. Illidan goes in. Luckily for ETC, they get scattered with a face melt. Sonya's dead. Now Uther. And will we be able to get Illidan as well? No, Illidan flies to safety. But Sergeant Hammer is moving in place, he's still punishing them. Vala ultis. Gets out of range, barely enough hit points. As you can see, they're pretty much trying to make us pay for every bit of advance. Now Illidan makes the wrong decision, goes in the wrong way instead of going straight for the pool. And our Illidan goes in for the kill. Makes him pay for it for retreating the wrong way. Nazeebo almost making it out. On the other hand, Sergeant Hammer isn't looking too healthy either. Luckily the support's there to help him out. We had a massive heal from Lily. Helping with the top creep camp as well. ETC ran out of mana, so sadly he's just going to rely on that massive stun versus creeps to finish him off. Meantime, Sergeant Hammer is trying to play it as safe as possible, just baiting them in. And here comes Illidan to finish off Vala. Barbarians in there. Will Illidan be able to make it? Oh, Illidan makes it. Now gets stunned between two enemy heroes. Uther is down as well. And Illidan's not looking like he's gonna make it. In the meantime, we managed to secure another Dragon Warrior. Uncontested. The enemy team was way too busy defending. And we see their enemy Illidan going for a fly. Hyperion's making a strafing run. Top is being pushed. Dragon Warrior with Sergeant Hammer pushing that for. Probably better to get a kill on Illidan now. And finish off Nazeebo as well. Now basically they've got just Vala strafed.
Hero slain.
He's just standing there confused. Rainer's probably going to be able to secure the kill.
Red team's core is under attack.
Illidan comes in for the kill, cleans up afterwards. We got only 2 heroes left. Vala very, very squishy, even with Uther backing her up. And we see she did the fatal mistake going too far away and she pays for it. Now Uther, the lone support versus a whole enemy team smashing at their core.
Red team has been dominated.
There Illidan tries to make a desperate plea there. Alone versus almost the entire enemy team. And it's a GG. That was the first of my streams. It was a test stream. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.